Hey guys, Brian from True Rescue. Today I'm going to show you how to pack a wound. So when we pack a wound, we always want to use wound packing gauze, ideally a hemostatic wound packing gauze like Quick Clot or Newstat. Today I'm going to be using Quick Clot. So we're going to go ahead and open up this Quick Clot and pull out the hemostatic impregnated gauze. Kind of get that ready to start packing the wound. When we go to pack the wound, the first step is to reach inside and try and find the direct source of bleeding. But while we do that, we want to clear out any debris or shrapnel that might still be left in the wound. Then we want to really get in there and try and find that direct source of bleeding. That's key when placing the initial amounts of the wound packing gauze, especially hemostatic agents. Then we want to begin packing the wound, one-to-one exchange to my fingertip, keeping that direct pressure the entire time. And I'm just packing around the finger and lifting up my finger just enough to get the wound packing gauze underneath, and just pinch by pinch completely packing the wound, starting with that direct source of bleeding. The more I can get this wound packing gauze right to the source of the bleeding, the better chance I'm going to have of creating that clotting cascade that we need to stop the bleeding. Once I've completely packed the wound, I'm going to take any excess wound packing gauze and place it flat on the top. If I run out of wound packing gauze, I can always back it up with the secondary wound packing gauze to completely fill that wound cavity. In this case, I've completely filled the wound cavity. I'm going to keep that direct pressure, have the excess on top, and then I'm going to take an ETD, emergency trauma dressing, and place that over the wound as a pressure dressing. In this case, I have this open. I'll pull this out while holding that direct pressure. I want to get this started. And you'll see it has that pad. We want to place that directly over the wound. And then I'm going to begin wrapping this around the wound. Every so often, we'll have these little Velcro patches that will allow us to pull tight and create better tension on the dressing. There's one there. I can pull that tight and stick that there, which holds it in place. I want to completely wrap this. Once I get this all the way around the limb, in this case we're simulating a leg, we've got that last little bit of Velcro. Place that tight. And then as the final step, especially with any hemostatic gauze, we want to take that wrapper, fold it up, and just place it inside a loop of the ETD so that when they get to the hospital, the surgeons know in the trauma room that a hemostatic agent was used.